Hello, everyone. Greetings to you all. This is Chris Lucci Charity Initiative, giving life a meaning. Welcome to our today's live broadcast. Let's get our logo up, giving life a meaning. That's our language, the language we understand better. Okay. All right. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome as you're joining. We see you, Mother 10. Greetings to you. How are you doing? We see you, Miss Ogechi. How are you doing? We see you, Miss Gloria. How are you doing? We see you, Miss Goodness Abuja. How are you doing? The newest bride in town. How are you doing? Happy weekend to you all. I hope I charged our mic. This mic, I so much love this mic. I have actually replaced it. I've gotten a new one, but I so much love this mic. And this mic has actually stayed. I got it before live program. We used to use it to sing. I use it to sing with the family, but when the event of changing life a meaning came, it changed the narrative. But welcome, we see you, we see you all, we see you all. It's another episode to behold. I will need some favor. So during this live program, please, if I say something in Igbo, sometimes I say that in Igbo for the sensitivity of it, okay, and other factors. Let's get that translation right away. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't, believe in me, nothing is perfect, but things can be awesome. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut it and join it. We are not here for English language, whatever it is. Okay? Just do it, cut and join. A second. I wanted to warm. So anyway, you can just join it, like cut it and join. That's what matters. What matters is not the tone. It is not the perfection. It's about putting the message out there. Okay. So I will appreciate if someone can just, if we say that, just in Igbo, just get it. Okay. Translate it. So welcome. We see you all. We see you all. We see you. We see you all. We see you all. Welcome, our YouTubers. Miss Rosemary, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We see you. And happy birthday, blessings. Happy birthday blessings to you. May the Lord, may the good Lord crown you with every beautiful thing, everything beautiful that your heart desires. May the good Lord use this phase, new phase of your life, and honor that. One thing I know, and this is how I live, I have made God personally a pillar of my own household. So when I'm on any journey, on any project, and that project is difficult, I will give it all my best. Give it as long as one thing, I don't let nothing frustrate me. I'm very conscious of that. Once something is getting to the point of frustration, it is already a message for me. It is a message for me. It is either there is something I am not paying attention to, or I am taking the place of God. It is either there is something I am not paying attention to that I needed to pay attention to. It's either maybe I've wronged God. And can I go to heaven to wrong God? No, but I can wrong God. I can wrong God through humanity. I can wrong God through my activities. I can wrong God in diverse ways, right? So whenever things happen, I don't go far. I don't look up. It starts from me. I start self-reflection, self-checkmates. And if I feel it's cleared, right? And now that's people around. Like I'm then at the end of the day, if I am unable to find nothing, I go in Hakuna. I go in Hakuna. I give space. I leave that position for him. That's when I know I am encroaching. I am taking charge of his own place. I'm taking charge of God's place is telling God he's not able, he's not capable. And the honest truth is that God can never use because of you and I to change being God or to change his authority. No, even my earthly father has never changed his authority. So our God can never use for our sake to compromise his authority because he knows what is good for us. He, God, knows what is good for us. There are certain decisions that I'm taking. I always include this: Father, please, I want this, or I want this or this way. But before the end of that, my wants, I will say, however, Father, please, may your beautiful good will be done. And that's it for me. This has saved me uncountable over the years. It's a lifestyle for me. It is a lifestyle for me. It's a big time secret, dwelling secret place for me, and I don't compromise it. It doesn't matter how that thing is. Once it starts costing my peace, no, I am taking the place of God and I must step out. I must step out. Because if I refuse to step out, I already know that I can only be frustrated, and I am frustrating myself because he can never change his authority. He can never change his stance just because of me. No, he's a merciful God, but not on his principle. Just like I have my principle, there are places I don't compromise. And one of them is when it comes to charity. When it comes to charity, I do not compromise. In my marriage, right, I can compromise for harmony. Maybe I like yam, right? Maybe yam with oil. And then my family likes it, yam with its also thing, right? Yeah, some days I won't do oil. I will see what they want, incorporate this. Then here and there, right? We do what is general. Here and there, I focus more on what the other parties like. Here and more. I also consider myself incorporate it in a way that can be accommodated by, you know what I mean? So, and that is compromise. So you compromise for peace sake, you compromise for accommodating others, and so on, right? But there comes a way, just like compromising my integrity, not on this planet Earth. I will rather step out. The day I found myself in tight situation in this community, and I see I can make stand, and I see I do everything, maybe go consultation, and I see I'm telling you all, I will call, what do you call it? The organogram, like we have board of trustees. I will call and I will tell them I will need somebody to take over this place, this. And after that, I'll make it public. I will table it that please, I don't think this is in my place. I'm gonna step out in humility, and I will step out. Sometimes our admins will tell you, oh, there are some stuff we will go over. I'll tell them, whatever way you all want it. I step out. I will say, if I, maybe they'll be like, this and maybe somehow I see if I allow it, it doesn't cause any harm. If I still proceed, it doesn't, I'll be like, okay, that's okay. As long as it doesn't cause any harm, as long as it doesn't, I will do that. Especially when I'm not getting response or answer to stuff. There comes the way it is, I step out. But again, for my integrity, for the good cause, for truth, I do not compromise. If my voice cannot be enough, I will step out. If my board of trustees compromise, I will pull my head, I will pull myself, and I will come here and still table it nicely. I will do it. And which I've done somehow. It's not like, I would do it in a civil way. We used to have two legal advisors. One of them was the one that started the whole, like registration and everything. Now here comes another legal advisor. And now, the other one, we put meeting, you won't attend meeting. We'll be asking stuff. You want to chat me privately on something that is on the board of trustees, the group. You will now want to do it, and I refuse. I refuse. I refused. I refuse to, go that way because it's disrespectful to others. If you value me, you should value the team, And along the line, after missing some meetings, I wrote her and I said, it's okay, I understand. And all of those, you may be busy, and all of those, we understand in the future you can join, we're here. But at the moment, I strongly believe, blah, 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 whatever. And she anchored it. It's hard truth, but someone will say that. Yeah. Again, I do not be on that position. If he starts inconveniencing me, I will step out. I know I am encroaching. If that truth is beyond my voice and I don't have any other voice that can speak it, I will step out. I cannot be part of it. I cannot associate with it. No. And I said no. It doesn't matter what it costs me. Just like traveling in a wrong direction for years, it does not matter how far you traveled on a wrong direction. It is still a wrong direction. It happens to me with my book. I just haven't done it here, but it's already on a launch and all of those. I haven't, we're going to do that soon. But when I noticed I was in a wrong direction, how can I suffer, do everything? You're giving me 50-50, plus the tax will still come from me. And then my payout will still be on app for legacy. While my direct account deposit is there. So there was investment, there was everything, but at the end of the day, and I tell you, God even made it beyond, like I will turn and say, Father, thou art worthy. Before now, there was no website, but now there is oluchipobi.com, right? Before now, there was no QR code. Now there is code, and many more, So compromise is non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable, and it is one of the promises. Once it gets to where it gets to, I step out, but I cannot be part of it. It's already a vow. It's already, when you found your direction in life, when you find your purpose in life. I have found my purpose. I have discovered that, and I hold it noble. Having your principle, life principle. If not, you will become a toy that will remove you this way, go that way, being removed this way, go. You don't have no stance, and you can't stand test of time. And that is not what the world is longing for, and so on. Okay? So we have to. So what are we trying to say? As soon as that thing started getting complicated, getting frustrated, and all of those, we already taken place of God. If we call him Abba Father and we call him, right, Master Planner, let's know when to step out. And they will be glad we did. Sometimes we are dragging for this, he wants better for us, and we are praying for better, we are dragging good. And he's trying to save us from good to or below good to better. And we are dragging good and we are still praying for better. That's a lot of complications. So, and this sometimes this truth doesn't test well. It doesn't taste good, but what matters is that it's a truth. It is noble and it stands the test of time. Okay. So, beloved sisters, we're wishing you a blessed, fruitful, happy birthday. May the good Lord honor every step of your life journey, including your beautiful heart desires, according to his will, to his glory, and to our happiness. So we thank everybody. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you all. We see you all. We see you all. I cite you, boss. I cite boss here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And we're already taking some time to do some analysis as he leads. He's always on his own will. We are on his mandate. So as he directs, okay. So, Heavenly Father, we recognize you as our maker. We recognize you, Lord, as our inspiration. We recognize you as our advocate. We recognize you as a very good God, a very faithful God, a steadfast God, the ancient of days, the Elohim, a promise keeper, my covenant keeping God. Lord, we recognize you for who you are. Thank you, Father, for loving us so much. Thank you for your love to mankind. And we love you too, Lord. Father, as we have gathered tonight to deliberate, we call upon you, Lord. We ask for your wisdom. We ask for your understanding. We ask for your help. We ask for your inspiration. Lord, we ask for your boldness. We ask for your confidence. We ask for the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit. We ask for your grace. And at this point, Lord, we disappear, Lord, and call upon you to appear. Abba, Father, I decrease, Lord, and call upon you to increase. In the name of you, God the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. And we join the heavenly host to say, Amen. Amen and amen. As old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Yes, Lord. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Ancient of days, ịdị ya agbanwe agbanwe, ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe, Chukwu ọma ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe, Chimgbe ochie ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe, ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe. You are a very good God. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you will never change. Chukwumbochie, ịdaya agbanwe agbanwe, yes Lord. Ịdị ya agbanwe agbanwe Chukwu ọma, ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwee. Chukwumbochie, ịdị agbanwe agbanwe, ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwee. You are a very good God. Ancient of days, yes Lord, ọ gaghị eru n'oge m ịgbanwe. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are, you are a faithful God. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are a faithful God. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are a very good God. Chukwumbochie, ịdị agbanwe agbanwe, that's right. Ịdị agbanwe agbanwe, cha cha cha. Ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe. Chukwumbochie, ịdị agbanwe agbanwe, ọ gaghị eru n'oge m ịgbanwe. You are a steadfast God. Chukwumbochie, onye zebede ya agbanwe agbanwe, ọ gaghị eru n'oge m ịgbanwe. Ịdị ya agbanwe agbanwe Chukwu ọma. Chukwumbochie, ịdị ya agbanwe agbanwe, ị gaghị ahụ ụmụ gbanwe. You are a very good God. Let's get there. He's a very faithful God. He's a very good God. He's a covenant-keeping God. He's a promise keeper. That prayer has not been answered, not because he has stopped being God. It is not because he has failed. He remains a faithful God. There are many factors. It could be that the appointed time has not come. The appointed time, oge akara aka, has not arrived. The appointed time has not arrived. It could be because we haven't done some cleaning, some cleanup for the house to smell good. For the house to smell good, we need to do cleanup, right? For the clothes to smell good, we need to do some cleaning, right? For the family to be, right, going the way it should be or the way we desire, right? It's not automatic. None is automatic. So it's not just because he has failed. If it's going to be from his part, it's pretty much what? Oge akaraka erubena. The appointed time has not arrived. And he does not fail. He changeth not. And he cannot get to our own time and change. And at the same time, he can still not change under our own authority. No, he is God of principle. Okay, me human, just me human. With my small principle, I shift no ground. Because if not, you can easily be compromised. Yeah. To whatever we believe, that is impactful, it has to first be impactful and then passionate. Is that passion that will make you not to shift ground for general cause. That's common interest, the interest of everybody. It's very important. So let's get there with family. Family, we are NGO, right? In extension, giving life a meaning. That is to say, Chris Lucci Community or Charity Initiative does not just offer money. We offer beyond money because needs differs. If we're just gonna do money, right? Money is good. But have you all seen situations? People with money are just there, open mouth and drooling. Have you all seen that? Maybe the one we are familiar with, the Nollywood, will tell you all. So there are different needs. There is what we call family supports. Is a giving life a meaning? Is a charity of its own, but not financial charity. There is something we call better version of us. Your better version is another giving life a meaning, is another charity. Kindness is another charity. That's kind words that people come to you and go more than beyond how they came to you. It's a giving life a meaning. Oh yeah, giving life a meaning. That's who we are. Chris Lucci Charity Initiative. We value life, irrespective of where that life is. If that life is in the north, we value it. If it is in the south, if it is in the west, if it is the east, if it is in the west, the four cardinal, the way it is, as long as it's called life, we value that. Because the master himself it was the instruction of the master himself. Love one another. No discrimination. There is no clause. Love one and another. Love one and another. But the world we are in sometimes is also a selfish world. So sometimes there are here and there, right? But we have chosen our paths. We have chosen our purpose to make our own world a better place, to give life a meaning. And we have chosen to follow the original, which is the right source. We love everybody. We love every gender. And we say no to discrimination. We say no to bullies. We say no to all of it, all of them, all of those tags. We call them tags. All of those tags, we say no to them because we continue to complicate it against the simplicity, against the way it is. Just love one another. And this is Giving Life a Meaning project for us. So thank you all for your service to humanity. And then getting it again to family, because we cannot give what we don't have. And we cannot keep speaking without practicing, right? So we said we are getting to our family, our families, and our culture. Family is part of giving life a meaning. The church begins from family. The better society begins from family. Everything good begins from family, which is the foundation. Unfortunately, because of some ignorance or some limited informations or resources, some of the people that did it back in the days didn't do, the intention wasn't all about just selfish interest. But again, you cannot give what you have, what you don't have. But as we are growing, right, we try to strengthen They tried, right? But it is in our place to do what? To strengthen things for interest of everybody, for the good of everybody, for the good of the society. So it's a shift from all self towards common interests. And that's where we all can have general peace. Because when we don't care about this person, right? There comes a time, the actions of that person, right, will affect us, whether negatively or positively. The formal narrative was that what? Our men, it was from our men. They will tell you the culture, women are the home builders, no doubt, because women, by the special grace of God, God has this special strength for them, just like as He has on our men, right? Unique strength, women unique strength, men unique strength. And then if He happens to put couple together, there comes what? Where women's strength might go on some things, men's strength might go on some things. And we look, if this they say is women team, and men look at it and see the woman doesn't have strength, they pick it up from there. And the woman will see the man does not have this, you pick it up from there. Better coexistence. So they said, and we're asking the question, so who told you? Now is to the same our men, that it is our culture not to be active, not to be an active father. As a man, if you teach your child assignments you know you can do, now you are no longer an African man, or you are no longer a father, you are doing a mother thing, right? The unique time you're supposed to bond with your child becomes now a woman thing. You are the one losing. And now, for any reason, your wife is not there, child comes back from school and nothing to eat. And you can't, even if you don't cook, you can't figure out something the child will eat. You leave the child. The mom is not there. Because what? Is a man thing, woman thing to go to the kitchen, right? You are the one losing, because it's another opportunity of bonding. Nobody told us all of this. We just buy or bought those markets. We feel we men, this one favors us most, because at the end of the day, I will say, I have seen my dad in his majesty and his everything voluntarily get in the kitchen and made stuffs for us. Not once, not twice, not all of those. My mom might be doing it. He will be like, hey, come out, come out, come out. He will do that. And his own is always a very special one. It's always very special. Yeah. And the mostly in a difficult, like the one I used the rainy season and all of those to share with you. This is a whole lot of irreplaceable acts. They will tell you, men don't know, it's a woman thing, right? Women period is a woman thing. They don't even need to hear that. They don't even need to know. There comes a person speaking and their daughter speaking, right? Every of my lists I wrote to my father, then we use, what is called always, is a brand. But every of my lists then always have it, because I buy and pack. Because if you're going to school, like we do timely or what's a section list, right? I put always. And my father also, man, we go through all the list and they read it. I will have underwear. We will still have bra. on that list, and he will read all, and we follow the list. We follow our needs according to that list, because it will tell you incorporates whatever your need and all of those might be. So who told us and who told you? And who told you as a man you have to get off from work, right, and end up in beer parlor or end up in anywhere you want to end up, then coming back to go to bed? And it is always a routine. We know, okay, sometimes that happens, that's okay. It's part of social activities. But as a routine, as a character, I was not raised up by such a father. I never looked for my father. Yet, he was a very businessman, very hardworking man. Because when he is to be home, he is home. Occasionally, if he wants to stay out, because my mom has shop, so mostly it's still on my mom's shop, but he will come back, do what he has to do. And going there is just to go, stay towards the evening, right, and do all of those, and then to bring my mom back home. It is still family thing. So we are asking, who told you it is your culture? My daddy at 80 plus, what culture can someone confuse me with again? So if you are saying it is your culture not to be active, is your culture to just look for money, find his money anywhere money is. Anywhere money is, keep looking for it, be unavailable. You may not be available every day, but if you're gonna be unavailable, right? Okay, let's say some people maybe might be working in a different state, maybe 1 week out or 5 days out or 4 days out, 2 or 3 days in. When you are in, okay, take 1 day, rest it. The other day, can the family feel your presence? Can you do those irreplaceable things that mom may not even, do? Can we do that? I barely grill. You see, grilling, I barely grill. But my boss here, Garrett. My boss here, Garrett. So these are one of them, irreplaceable. So who told you? Who is giving that the seat? Okay, and if it is what you know, there is room to unrelearn. There is room to improve. There is room for improvement. And this is not only on our men, because today I won't focus more on the men. I just want to reintroduce this to now get to we the women. Because my today is women, but I didn't want to title it the other way. There will be a way I will title it. A day I will title it. But for today, let's head it on the women. As a woman, a culture told you, right? Not to be an active mother or parent on your male kids. Everything about male, right, is the male, is their father. And they told you, your culture told you, is male thing. It's not you, mother thing, right? You born the child. You went through the 9 months. You started the intentional acts of conception, right? Or the intentional act of the play. And then there be conception, there be the 9 months, everything, and all of those, right? Went into the either you come out or you don't come out labor room, right? To the glory of God, life will always be preserved. Okay. Now, like the risk of it all, and then now come out. Then breastfeed as a mother, you breastfeed is enough. Breastfeeding has already made you a mother. Mother enough. But I tell us, with or without breastfeed, that child will still grow. So being a mother and I breastfed is not enough. That's not enough. My mother, I'm a mother. Oh, I breastfed my 10 children. It is not enough, because without that breastfeeding, there will be substitutes and the child will still get the nutrition and grow up. But there are others. The activities. Nature has played its part. There comes nurture. Nature has played its part, right? By getting the eyes, the mouth, and the other organs, right? Every other physical and the internal organs of the child. That is nature. Now, it is in your place as a parent or parent to play the nurture part. The nurture part, right, starts from what? Either breastfeeding or bottle feeding. We encourage, except maybe on a medical issues and all of those, then bottle feeding, yeah, okay. But we are still telling us that that is not just enough. And then after that, because he's a male child, therefore you focus on female, the child to your tent, O Israel. And that is why we have a lot of kinds of worms around us today. Because many of us parents didn't intentionally play certain roles in our male kids. We are afraid as women, as mothers, right? To know when our child is in their puberty, to know what the puberty is, what the stage of that growth is. We are afraid to identify with it. We are afraid to call it names. We are afraid to know what it, you don't have to know what it is. But what matters is that what? There is growth. There is how. And that is what we are promoting today. For us to do what? To find how. How is available even in your room. As long as you have internet, you have the resource. You have the resources. You just don't make use of those resources. And now this child will start growing. And you cannot connect because your culture, right, have already taught you, that's why I'm asking this question, which culture or who told you? Because it's not the culture I know. It's not the culture I am familiar. Because there comes a time, many of us don't even know what is culture. A lot of us don't know what culture is. We just place all these tags in our deficiencies. We place tags. In our lacks, right? In our lack of obligations, we play tags. Oh, is male child, male kids, their father, I don't know nothing. Because maybe to his glory, maybe I also have the male children, maybe. Okay? So when we are saying, oh, their father, as a woman, as a mother, right? We are shy. We are too shy. It's not our thing to know when they start growing their puberty and hairs, to know what to do, to teach them how. It must be father. And then tomorrow you will feel or you will want to have voice where that child is. Ihe na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka, si anyị n'aka, si anyị n'aka. Ihe na-eme anyị si anyị n'aka, onye ata na-achị ya ụta. Somebody translate. Is just summing it up. All we need to succeed is within. All we need to succeed is within. We can't tell them that, the hair is coming and this is what it is. It's okay. I understand that sometimes we might be ignorant of those. And that is where we what? We have to get at least, we have the basic resource. Type Google. When does kids start entering their puberty stage? At what age does male? What are the signs? What are the signs? Read through. Are there any challenges in this stage? How can a parent help in this stage? And so on and so forth. Is it okay? Just simple Google questions. Is it okay to start shaving at so time? Is it okay to do this and all of that? Many of us don't even, because our kids brush teeth by themselves. So most often we don't even, at least once in a while, pay at a look. We may not be able, we know we are busy, right? We may not be able to look every day. But here and there, or once in a, we look. We pay attention, we look at them teeth.
We may not be paying attention for them to cut their nails, their fingernails, right? But at least here and there we look and say, no, get this, get them a clipper, the nail clipper. Let them clip. Teach them how. They know it's part of their what? Their personal hygiene. You don't know who they will end up with tomorrow. And if it happens to be my type, uh-huh, uh-huh. Personal hygiene. Money is good, though, but personal hygiene matters. Oh. Very important. Very, very important. There are certain things we don't do now that is waiting to face the kids tomorrow. In the name of what? We don't know. Look at this. The title, Changing Bodies for Boys. Does their body changes or not? It does. You can incorporate a lot of things. This is another one. The ultimate puberty book for boys. Growing Up Great. Give them confidence with information. I didn't just buy this book. Oh. I didn't just buy it. But when this stuff came, I pulled it through. What are we talking about? Because most often, right, as a woman, you may not know where to start. But give them this first for them to go through. Just create what we call awareness. Let them know what it is. Create awareness. And now have that relationship to answer questions. You cannot say, because you don't want to call which name. A mother, you went all through this to get them on halfway and abandon the responsibilities. That is because it must be fathers. And this is where I would say, women, wake up. You don't know a time to find maybe small clipper, small this clipping, what do you call it? Private parts and all of those clipper, maybe the rechargeable one. Teach them how and hand it over to them. It's not used every day because those dogs they do not grow every day. But you all have conversation. On the side of the conversation between them and their father. But in a situation whereby, right, because you said your culture told you as a woman, you is a woman focus. Why men do woman focus? Just like they say men, once you see your daughter, you went every all of this to do, and then it's now daughter. You see your daughter, you now start running away. Is my daughter, you start running away because it is your daughter. It's not to start learning how you can help shape this child, how you can help shape this, give this child a better life ahead. But it's time to start running. It starts to shy away, right? May the Lord give us the confidence. I understand it requires confidence, right? To an extent. But it's okay. Practice it. Practice it. It is not automatic. It takes knowledge. That knowledge you do not know. I'm making it to us today that is available. If you go to doctor, you can seek doctor's words. Questions before even going to hospital. Write thousands of questions so that if you get there, you can ask their healthcare provider. But at least books research many things that are on education. If you search something, www. maybe puberty whatever.ed or maybe .com, then start searching and see the one that ends with ed. The one that ends with ed is always one of the credible resources. The ones that ends with .org, that is org, is as well a to an extent, to a very high extent, also a good resource. Okay, is also a credible resource. So get that knowledge. Let them know. We don't just tell them, no, once you start seeing this, any person touch you, you get pregnant, because that's not how it works. Give them basic knowledge. Tell them the consequences. Tell them it's not because that's thing you are telling them not to, they will. But tell them the consequences. Tell them why and the why not. And they assure them and reassure them of your support. Assure them and reassure them of the family support. Incorporation, always, or don't forget moral values. In all you teach, incorporate moral values, because we all judge. First impression matters. How we talk and our choices of words, they matter. If you reach out to me from your first writing to me, my dear, we judge you. All of us, we judge. The only thing is that, we know better not to just judge, right? And condemn, right? That is just the difference. However, some of us can judge and then plus condemn. No, that's wrong. And that is why I say, to anybody that meets you, may that person never go the same way or go less. For somebody to meet you, give that person, let that person feel better than how they met you. Very important. So get the knowledge. Get the resources, because the resources are available, so that you can equip them. Because he's a boy, whatever he does growing up is okay. Anything he does, because he's a boy growing up, we can only raise words, cans of worms that we did. That stuff you didn't, that child did not pick them. Another disciplined and trained woman will teach that child. In the future, it awaits. But when you equip the child will become a balanced child, and nothing will trespass that child's own authority as well. You can seek, you can reach out for this, but not them taking advantage of. Because if you don't do all of those, other things will take advantage of it in the nearest future, and nobody will be proud of it. No child, male, will be proud of it. When we tell them that the world is however we run it, that is okay, because it's not okay. It's not how the world operates. You tell them it's okay to talk anyhow to people, to talk anyhow. He's still dealing with the theoretical aspects of it. Until the practical aspect, the real life, it awaits. Until then, people that will teach him that is not the way we teach him, he will learn the hard way, because we need learn. He's gonna learn. So is it not better we start now and fixing all this by building positive relationships, by building good relationships, by building mother, daughter, or mother son relationship. We can only grow and meet up to this. Let the child, but we have to have the knowledge to do that. Let's train them. Let's help them as a mother. It's okay on the side of what their father is doing, but as a mother, you got to be intentional with your male children. What has your male child picked up from you as a mother? Do you have the principles he can pick up and say, oh, this is my mother, oh, this is this, oh, this is that, and this what can they pick up from you as a mother? Can they pick up to you as a big time liar, as a big time causing problem everywhere, as a big time commotion everywhere? Where can they place you? What are the things can they pick up from? Can they pick up like they can talk carelessly? Right? And then it's okay by you because they didn't tell you that directly. I will tell my kids. As long as you cannot talk to me that same way, you dare not with any adults. You dare not. It's unacceptable. The other day we are here, I had my little one, and there is something I make them write. Okay, let me share that. It's not something I make them write. Is a formal letter, how to write, like if you want to write to your teacher, email your teacher and all of those. So I noticed that with one of them, like where he wants to write to the teacher, right? It will just go straight, like you are talking to your this, like Miss this, I am writing this so that you know I need this. And then I'm like, what did I say? I was like, oh Lord. You see that? Is a moment for me to know there is a gap. Is a moment for training. Is a moment for another intentional parenting side. And I picked it right away. I called him. I first, said, you can address people like this. This person, one, is not your age mate. It's not a time to, that's a teaching moment. I said, number one, you cannot, even your peers, don't start this way. And what on your being a link or jaw, translate. No hearts, right? No heart desires kind of warms. Okay, pretty much. Okay, so I now said, you cannot start this. And then I have to make that emphasis on your teacher is unacceptable. I say your teacher might not say anything, but that doesn't mean it doesn't know. Because what? Things that are unimportant are treated without regards. I said the teacher has achieved it. The teacher is already there. You are the one who is helping. And if you're going to talk to your teacher, you must be decent. You must be formal. And then I put it. We now did it. I did corrections on the email and all of that. And there was one he even said, the teacher was like, I think the teacher said, what? Or, the way, like, kind of joint. He got a place, he was like, so if you're not going to do it, then I will go and do it this. Or, okay, let me use something for example. It was like this. Hey, Miss Oluchi, can I get my grade? If you don't have my grade, if you have my, can I get my grade so that I will know my grade? Or if you don't have my grade, I will move on and go do my other course. If not, please, not even please, if not, then you get my grade if you have graded it. Oh, what? I mean, I just used something like the way I felt with it, I was like, no. And I said, first, greet, right? Whatever Miss so person. And then I thought the child, if you are writing, know both where to put period, know what, come on, you can be better. And I said, the email doesn't have to be long. You now say, please, I said on you at your level, yes, is one of the magic keywords. And then I say, please, or you don't have to ask how are you and all. I told you don't do that with them. Okay, it's a formal. So I now say, please, I am writing, okay, to request, or I am writing to inform you that I have turned in this and all of that. And then I put there, I say, please, I am not sure when the results will be ready, but I will appreciate if I can get it graded at your whatever. We just one of that, but summing it out, okay, because I don't have it off here. What I now did, I made it every day. You will write a letter of about 5 lines every day, formal letter, and then I will do correction. Formal letter, I will do correction. And this has been going on for about 3 weeks now, or thereabouts. Even after this live program, they were the ones I told them today that I will still go through that because they've been on spring break, So what are we talking about? You cannot justify, allow you to talk to your teacher. Like then I told her, I said, can you talk to me? Can you write this kind of email to me? So when I now ask questions, I saw, okay, I did it with maybe the oldest, right? And now so okay, I haven't been intentional with this. Now is the time to do it. So I now started doing it with the people I didn't cover that with. So I bought books, like you have to write a letter, formal letter, and then we will go over that. Okay. Now I had another of them was the same way they will write. Every day you come back, you just write 5 things that happened in school, right? And there was a place one of them now wrote and said there was this the word he said there was this what's that word? He said this there was this word he used. He said this rude teacher that yelled on him that his leg is one of the leadership, whatever. So there is a way, I can't remember the actual way, but he was reading it to me. The child was reading to me, but he got there. I was like, what? I didn't smile. I did not smile. I condemned it. I told him it's unacceptable. I said, is the teacher here? He said, I said, and then he's not even his own, the child's teacher. He said he's a low, like below grade teacher, okay, like about 4 grades high or so below. And I said, now is the teacher here? No, I said, because what is wrong, whether the person is present or not. I said, number one, you dare not try to describe a teacher and use that word, that tag. You dare not. I said, and I'm quoting what I said, and they are here. I said, it is not about the teacher. I said, what you wrote now that happened is not about the teacher, but a reflection of who you are. And I said, you are better than this. If I don't correct this and you start growing with this, it has nothing to do with the teacher, because how you describe the teacher is not who the teacher is. That people talk to you, you perceive it different ways or one way thing. It is not about the person. It is a reflection of you. And I told my child, I said, it's a reflection of you. That's just what you read now. Because for you to use those words, I said, that's strong. And that is not okay. And the son accepted. I said, can you talk to me this way? He was like, no, mommy. I said, then why would you talk to someone? Why would you then, do this to this? So I took time. Like I said, these kids are growing. So it's always reshaping and reshaping and reshaping. They're all growing. So, but if we miss this part or ignore those or we laugh it out, right? We will pay the price. The price awaits us. Not just awaiting us, it's also awaits them, because tomorrow you want to qualify somebody and tell the person, feeling comfortable, whatever, the person might even, maybe a karate person first, get it, or even other ways. No. It's not. No one deserves those. So we need to raise up these kids. I'm not here to tell her, say it the way it is. I don't have perfect kids. I don't. By the grace, but their one thing is that they are not growing up, they are being raised up. But it is normal. All these things happen, they are normal. And that is why they said active parenting, present parent. That is why we must be active. Many often why we see pastors' kids mess up and all of that, because most often you see pastors, right, intentional or active in other people's lives, but they are not active in their home. And at the end of the day, they might raise great congregations, but we raise canker worms in their own inner domains. That's what it is. So we must be active parents, irrespective of what that is. It's very important, because these kids are growing, they are developing, their brain are developing, right? The same way their body their structures, the body is developing, the organs are developing. The same way everything, they are reasoning, everything. So they need champions. They need your activeness. You can be this champion by being present, by your intentionality. That's what it is. You can't have, no one is not automatic. If you like, let it be Pope children. Pope they don't marry, but just let it be Pope children. It is not automatic. And that's why I look at parents that might see another child's parents maybe messing up and all of those at early stage, right? Instead of maybe finding a way to maybe meet the parents and give your own small quota, or maybe even see if you can help and all of those, you will now start to do what? To condemn and to judge. What I cannot tell you by on your face is not what's or worthy of discussing. If for any reason I have to discuss it, maybe you are not there and I have to make reference of it for anywhere, I will equally say that all the way to CNN. So you now condemning or saying ill about that child, it's not about that child. It's a reflection of you as an individual. It's a reflection of your own personality. So please, everything, the resources are available. Okay? There is no culture that say because you have female children, you should focus on you have male children, or because you are a female, you are a mother, you should focus on your female children. Why the father will focus on the male? It doesn't work like that. It's collaboration. Father is needed both in their daughter and their son. As a mother, you are needed both this. A male child cannot say something, boys. It doesn't work. He started from being human before the gender. That's how we start building all of those. Because you are a man, you think you can talk the way you talk. You think you can be arrogant. You think you can become a cans of worms or canker worms, right? You think you can be dragon. No, it doesn't work like that. You can be civil. You were expected to be civil. So we need to pay attention to all of this. I'm not a girly person. Okay? And if God now, or God, I have seen God has given me a girl or a girly, right? I will not say, oh no, I'm not a girly, pink, girly person. No, I will learn because there is room to learn. Is what is calling, okay, God has given me a female child, right? Now is a call for what? For my own growth. And there are what? There is always how. Where I don't know, I look for resource. I ask questions. ASK, always seek knowledge. I can ask people. And I ask you now, hey, Miss Ogechi, please, do you know how I can wash my daughter's hair, front hair, that is this? And Miss Ogechi, you feel like to take it and go on the broadcast. Miss Ogechi, it is not about me. It is a reflection of your personality. It is a reflection of who you are. I have now sit anywhere. It's not about me. It has nothing to do with me. Tomorrow I'll still come and ask you again. Tomorrow, if I see another hair is falling, I will call Miss Ogechi, please, how do I fix this hair? Tomorrow, Miss Ogechi, you go to another person and say, hey, it's me now that Miss Ogechi, it has nothing to do with me. It's a reflection of who you are. Because next tomorrow, I will still come and ask you again if I need more. Oh, I see you, Miss Chineyoni, right? I have a male child. And I'm like, I want to learn how to cut hair. Can you teach me how to cut hair, right? And Miss Chineyoni, you will now go and say, hey, it's me that's now. Miss Chineyoni, it's not about me. It's about who you are. Because tomorrow, I will still come and ask you again. Me, I am a learner. And it gives me joy because I don't worry about what I already know. I always look forward for what I don't know. And that is why my well of knowledge by his grace, will keep increasing because I learn. I learn. I learn. I ask questions unless I don't need it. If I need it, I need it. It doesn't matter who the person is. If you like, be Miss Lawa, I will say, Miss Lawa, please, how do I get this? How do I get it for my female child? Please, do you know how maybe I might look, research, maybe I didn't get it, and then I see you got it. I'll say, please, Miss Liz, or can you come and tell us? And then tomorrow you say, Miss Presley has asked me how she can wash her female child's hair, or how she can the whatever of this. Miss Lawa, it's not about me. It is your personality of you. Because guess what? The funniest and the whatever it is, because I'm coming back tomorrow. Unless if I come, you don't have nothing again to offer me. That's it. I don't deal with you where it's empty. If there is no knowledge you can offer me again, then thank you for your service. I look for elsewhere to learn because I am a learner. But guess what? I must help these children. The intention and the goal there is that these children must be helped. I must help these children. Yeah. So it's no joke. I come now, Mr. Anthony Wonders, please. How can I get what do you call it? How can I get this thing at Owerri? I had is day cheap at Owerri and all of those. Mr. Anthony Wonders, you now turn and be like, I am now Mommy Chris Lucci's spokesman. Mr. Anthony Wonders, it is your what? It has nothing to do with me. It's a reflection of your personality. And like we said, I am coming back if I have more. Period. Great leaders are learners, are good learners. Great leaders are good learners. The goal is that I must help my female children. It does not, the goal is yes or yes. I must help them, I must help them. And I will look for every possible effective resource or resources. That's what just matters. Okay? And then I still tell us, in the community, feel free in the community to get resources available for you. If you see someone maybe got this, even if it's a shoe, and they say this shoe is lasting for school, this, and the ones you get for your children don't last. Reach the person, say, please, this shoe, this bag, wow, where is this sold? Or where they sell it? Where did you get it? And they feel like to get it, buy the same this thing for your child. But one thing we'll promise you, if that person, because one thing, bullying is we advocate. Part of our core values is to advocate for others. We cannot say we advocating, we are giving people voice, right? And then at the same time, taking their voices. No. As long as this community is concerned and this thing is found in our values, right? This thing happens, bring it to us. Just that whatever thought, bring it to us. When we come live program and they see a way, or we will try to see a way behind it. We find it difficult, we will bring it to the central. This is our central. So somebody coming to you to ask you of this is because the person, no, I'm not an island. That's why I learn. I don't know it all. If I know it all, I couldn't have been investing in all this. If I know it all, this wouldn't have been in my home, and many more. I have their own shelf. They have their own shelf. But they still read stuff here because I have more of advanced stuff here. Many of my books here, they've read it. Okay? They may read it, not understand, because I still read. There are certain things that we need now. I know a particular book to pull. And that's why when I read, I write a lot. I know a particular book to pull. I know a book I need to get what I'm looking for. There is this one that I have here. This one is one of, and that's where I got that, how I studied about that nature and nurture. Let me see. This is it. You see that? If you pay attention, I may not be able, I have them all, the Ngongo and everything. And all of those and all of that. You see what it is? Okay. So, it's not maybe your ideology, it's not about all of it. All these things, like I said again, the nature and nurture. Long ago, I intentionally did it, studied it through here. Nature and nurture. And I wish. And this is part of the thing that will also tell you how the developments are. Even some interference that goes on all these interferences that go on all these children's developments. Intentionality. And this will still talk to you. I mean, I'll have something that I did before about temperaments, different personalities and temperament, but this thing still highlights a lot. We'll tell you they're all different, but embrace them based on their individuals' differences or indifferences and all of that. Okay? The knowledge you have, it's time to put it into practice, because together we will continue to give life a meaning. Together we will strengthen the society within our own space, within our own small circle. If your children don't have to come out and bully people, do you know what it has? Do you know the impact? Do you know the impact it has already, sent to the world? It's a big impact. But leaving these children to talk to people, because it's a male child, talk to people the way they like, say it the way they like. No, you don't say it the way you like. You don't. If you must say that, you have to be accountable. We have to say that from our choice of words. There is nothing you cannot say, but be careful of your choice of words, so that while saying that, you still don't defend people. Okay? So what we are saying in the sense is that at the end of the day, women, your male children needs you. Our male kids needs us. If it hasn't gotten to a child, your male child can approach you, mother, at least from, let's say maybe 13. 10 might still tell you, 11 might still tell you 12. But from 13, they can come to you and complain one or two things. My dear, intentionally break in. Intentionally break in. Intentionally find a way. Sometimes get them. If you don't have a way, I've shared this thing before. Just get oil, this peppermint oil or something. Just, you can massage their neck. You can just massage them. You don't massage them, like massage that as a mother. You say, bring this here, you do this. And after that, you will say thank you. Say, is that how you say your thank you? How many thank you do you say? Or don't you know this is, make it this, and that, okay? Okay? It's not like come and baby spoon feed and come. No, that's not what we're talking about. That's not. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs support. Ndo ada warrior, but on now, how is it being said? Like, sorry doesn't heal sickness, right? But it's comforting. It comforts. Okay. Women that you are afraid of is no. Get in, because many often those kids go through a lot of things you have no clue. Those your male kids go through a lot you have no clue. Ask them questions. Check because if things are not going well, it will start interfering with their growth, with their development. And their development, that is the way their brain is, is wiring. It will start affecting it. We don't see certain development, or yet they are super powerful. We need to ask questions and let them know. As long as they ask that, take it as a moment, okay, to teach, as a moment to guide, as a moment to play unique roles you did not see. They tell you they have maybe rashes, or they do all of those. Sometimes it doesn't cost much to do certain things. Get rub as a parent. Have at least 3 first aid stuff. Have rub as a parent. Have penicillin, or whatever as a parent. Okay? Have even this bandage. Is it band whatever? Just have 3 to 5 things as a parent. As every family. Number 1, have your thermometer. Have your thermometer as every family. It doesn't cost much. It doesn't plus or minus. It's still the money you will even spend in about a week. Have thermometer. As a parent, always have, what do you call it? Paracetamol. We are not promoting it. I'm not saying paracetamol. I'm not supposed to call brand. okay, pain relief. Don't give it. Please don't do with it. All those things, okay, should be last option. Someone like me, I go year to year without administering those to the case. But we are just saying basic first aids, okay. Now have penicillin or whatever. Is it penicillin or penicillin? I can't remember the name, but something like that. You all know what I'm talking. Just can't remember the name. How is it pronounced? Okay, have rub. You know, and have all many of our male children. Sometimes their hair will start, okay, their scarf will start having some stuff, and because they are male kids, we don't see that. It doesn't matter. We need to see it, and we need to tell them. Sometimes their hair might be bushy. We don't even pay attention any longer. Where would that be? Where? And then by the time they grow, you can always only be mommy. That's it. Because they can't run away. You are the mommy. But you can only end as mommy. Do you have bond with them? Can they have certain things or ideas and call at least for your opinion? For your opinion, at least. Like I kept telling you, we kept calling my dad until my dad is nowhere to be called again. Yeah. Until the weakness of the body. Yet we still somehow, yeah. So have that and have it at home. Just invest even by 30,000 will get this and extra change for you. And it will last you. Might last you for more than even years. Because it's not stuff you use daily, but the day you need it, you need it. When you don't have it, the day you need it, you will now start to look for where to knock, the house of the person to knock. And then tomorrow, they will find a way to describe you. It's okay, actually, because it's a reflection of who they are. But if it is avoidable, why would you allow it to get to that extent, especially with unimportant things, stuff like that? My kids, there comes a time they want to grow hair, like have hair. At a kind of younger age, they like the hairstyle is on me. But as they are growing, right, they are small coming up. You start inclusiveness. But I have my condition. If you're gonna have hair, number one, I will be checking the hair randomly. As long as the scar is, anytime that hair I check it is neat, I might give you first grace. Randomly, I check it is this by second time, third time, I've already done it. Yeah. And I do it randomly. So that's the way I operate. Because if I wait till the day I cut their hair, I know how to cut hair. So I do very, very well. So if I wait till the day, they might wash it very, very well. So I do randomly, and I will open it to check your scar. And I do it a lot. And they do very excellent. But it wasn't how we started. No. But by the time they made business, we check it. I'm not in my next hair cutting. I go it my way. And they will go it the way as part of the consequence, not just the usual way. But then if they want to have hair, and you see they are small coming up, that's okay. Because you can't still be so rigid and no, they're human. Okay, you incorporate. As they are growing, you incorporate. As long as it's appropriate. Like what I told them, as long as that hair will not be twisty and all of those, if I get it twisty, that will not. Unless maybe you are home, maybe it's left to wake up, but let's say you are ready to go to school and all of those this, or you go to school, coming back is that as you are coming back right away, you are pulling that bag and I'm clipping right away. I will do that. You do what you know how to do best. I will do what I learned to do best. You see that? So before doing that, we had a conversation. Okay, that's okay, because it's not harmful, right? It's harmless. Is this or this, right? So we start, right? And then I will say, your scar will be neat. Plus, it's not going to look like you're not going to do it that rough, because sometimes they will want this, they are growing. So sometimes they think all that glitters is gold. It is in our place to do what? To tell. It is in our place to foster. It is in our place to teach them. And they will be doing it and it's been going, right? And then there comes a time, just like, the one I said, the other one, let's say something happened and it happens to this, or maybe if I say, and another thing I will tell you, for you to get that, I will tell you, your grades got to be good and your behavior got to be good. It's not, don't deal with just academics. Academics goes with citizenship. That's character. You can't be going it academic, and they know this. Nope, it's not balanced. You can't be going in citizenship and then no, they align. So I will tell you, you will carry that head. That was our this. As long as it doesn't interfere with your what's supposed to be your focus and all of that. And so far so good. We are going and still doing all of those. Okay. So I will not be that parents, maybe, okay, I want it has to all be low, or they do all these. No, now if I'm even cutting their hair, they are the one telling me how and how. One of them still wants in a way. After that, you do one line, I still do it. There comes the time, it was like, mommy, after giving one line, it was like, can he get line again? Yeah, I said, I said, okay, why? He said, maybe in school. I said, don't know when to differentiate cool from craziness or from losing it. So one is not enough. I have to come and put it this side. I said, no, and we talked about it's understandable. If you tell me maybe put this way and then maybe once more go this way, as long as your grades are good, as long as your character is good, like your behavior, you know your choice, you are do this, I don't mind, I can, okay. But when it will now go crazy or now going out of it, no, it's a bridge. And that's when I will even tell you, we lose all, we go back. That's what it is, because I remember I started wearing anklets in I think in my second year, my dad with his toughness, with everything and with all of those, right? But then I already had okay, don't worry about when I wore that, okay? But I started wearing anklet as a certain year, okay? So now, when I now order my dad, you will try this now, but me, once I come home, me self the fear by that. So my character got to be is not. I have no option, okay. But before that, okay, I already had a suitor. And then I checked with the suitor. I said, okay, I like this and that. And I was like, do you like it? And he was like, oh yeah. And then I had it was like, that's cute and all of those. And remember, it's not just the regular suitor, because I cannot get someone that will tell me, go get it this way, go get it tomorrow, you're wrong. That suitor is who is the man of the day today. Okay. So that's by the way. So I was like, okay, say this. And then, I got it. It was silver. I was wearing it. And then already, my parents there, okay. And I wore that. My daddy, I came, good, small, good child now. I was still sweeping, doing all of those, doing all of that. After doing everything good, I now dressed. I was at home, but I wore it. He didn't say anything, kept quiet. And, I make sure I even become more good, like more intentional and everything, trying with my grades and all of those, doing all of that, you know. And then one of these was like, what is that? This. I say, I like jewelries. My dad also, he likes jewelry. So I at his old age, he still wear, So I like jewelries. I like jewelries. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, he said, what is that for? I said, it's just, just, that is just this. It was like, it's just what? I said, just wear that to go to school, in school. He said, what is it for what and this? I answered the whatever I answered, he asked. So I guess after asking the question, he noticed that the intention wasn't wrong intention. He didn't say a word. I never said a word, like he ignored it. And now after marriage, I still wore that, after the traditional wedding, somebody now came and was talking to my mother-in-law, was like, wait till your daughter-in-law wear there's a way they say that you don't call it anklet, you just say, what is your daughter-in-law wearing? And then my mother-in-law was DH in your like there is a way she, and then when the woman like, was like, look at them, someone that wake up, she will be like, put her hot water, what will she eat, and all of those. Then her problem will now be what she, it was like it's harmless and whatever, whatever. So that. But if it wasn't for my husband, then I wouldn't have, because I wouldn't know how my dad will, deal with it. But being that I know there is someone behind, so I now went through the person, and then it's now this. So I did it, and it was okay. So now, what am I trying to say? If my kids want to have punk, like have hair, but there is a stage it will not grow to, that's another thing. Okay, everything excessively is now. Okay, so there is a length it will not grow to. It's part of our agreement, right? But then it's gonna be high. You got to keep it neat from the scarf, right? The scarf to the hair itself. I know we have all of, because one of them they were like, one was like, my hair twist, the hair twist. I say, I don't know what you're talking about. If it twists, we cannot maintain it. I say it goes down. It didn't twist, he used something, to do all. I say, it doesn't do this, it is, and then they laughed, So he wants to see mommy, they will see mommy's reaction. So because that, according to he said, that was like this, it was like, no, that we just want to see mommy's reaction. And then I came, I just said, what is that? This, and then they laughed. It was like, is this? I said, I don't know what you're talking about, or it's going down. I'm not in this business. If it's gonna stress me, talk, or if I say, what's gonna happen. Anyways, so getting it to back to wrapping it. What are we talking about? Women, be part of those boys' life. Know what is going on. Women, do not shy off on even early morning. What happens? Okay. I remember something I just discussed with my son recently. Though he told me he hasn't had, but I said, did you get that on that book? You know? And then he said, yes. I said, okay. He said, but he didn't know it's for everybody. I said, it's common, but the stages might differ. I told him it's common because that shows you are healthy. I said, but stages might differ. I said, yes, there comes when you will wake up, it will rise, and all of that. Maybe you get no. That's what happens. Like I said, you might get, whatever. If I said it's not something often, but it happens. He said, yes, he read it in the book, but he thought maybe it's not for everyone since he hasn't experienced. I said, okay, so that when it happens, you know that. And we just talk it, mature talk, and all of those. And then if he asks questions, he asks, and we're fine. We're fine. You got to be active. You got to be active. So that we don't do stuff that they wouldn't even know. They will be struggling with what they don't know, and then maybe that couldn't cover that part, or maybe that is not available. But because you are the mom and your culture told you, you can't ask questions like that. You can't call them the names. You can't teach them because they are male child. You can't support them. You can't assist them on certain things they might struggle because of this. No, shift them. Now, when you see, like my first one, I don't shave them again. We hand him over nice little wireless whatever, and he does a good job. Oh yeah. The first I was like, how is it? Okay, how does it feel when you use it? You heard you say, no, you notice this. We got that talk. We got to have that talk. This is your child. And exactly that's not actually what your culture told you. Anyways. Many of us are just shy and then hide it because that's the goal. Our lacks or deficiencies and all of those we hide under culture. Culture is to protect you. Culture is where you fall back to when the tension of 21st century and the more is out. You don't know how to handle boys, you don't know there is how. Research, ask questions, ASK. Always seek knowledge. Ask and you will receive. Ask and you will get. And together, we will end up and raise incredible personalities for us, for them's sake, and to the overall society. And this is one of the beautiful phase of giving life a meaning. And we'll wrap it.
at this point. So that message, if we are not doing it, it's not our culture. If we are not doing the things we're supposed to do, it has nothing to do with our culture. Take this message. It has nothing to do with our culture, but it tells much about our incompetence. That is one. It tells about our incompetence. And when we are not competent about something, when there is incompetence, we are to learn so that we can buckle up, we can grow. It's a call for growth on that angle. And when we fail to do that, we are gradually.
Battery is low. Please recharge in time.
Yeah, I got it. I'm almost done. Okay. So when we got it, is another way of saying is making ourselves what? Irrelevant. If you start missing the real deal, creating gaps.
Battery is low.
All right.
Please recharge in time.
You will start doing what? Making yourself irrelevant. Disappearing until you become completely irrelevant. By the time the adults, you are irrelevant. They order you, they tell you what to do, they tell you they are in charge, not you any longer. And that becomes what I call error, the basic, the error 101. Thank you, everyone. And we use this opportunity to remind you all that our fundraising is still ongoing. We appreciate the massive greatness, the donations that are going on in the community. I think this is just massive. This is just massive. I think we have already reached up to maybe 800,000. This is massive. I think so. This is massive. And we don't take this for granted because that account, you all have funded that account that will continue to give life a meaning, that our monthly supports will continually be ongoing. We don't take it for granted. This is indeed that's like the measures you have been given to. May the heaven double those measures for you. Thank you for being the reason for other people's happiness, for being the reason of other people's, boosting for their daily bread, for being the reason of exactly what we are doing. God bless you all. And to our Muslim families, I don't even remember to pronounce the word again. For me, each time I want to pronounce it, I have to Google it and learn the pronunciation. But please, I will say happy Salah to your family. Happy Salah, and happy Salah. Like we said, is a call for reflection, is a call for love, is a call for mutual love, is a call for sacrifice, is a call for better version, is a call to go beyond the tags they have tagged us all, is a call to love one another, is a call to have that stand, is a call to practice golden rule. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Don't engage in that you wouldn't want from others. It's a call for meaningful life, and together we'll continue to give life a meaning. Please, if you haven't submitted your videos and you haven't finished with your business registration, do that. We are giving you all the grace. We're being very considerate on this. But please do that, because again, no matter how we would love to, without those, we won't do nothing about it. But from me to you all, have a wonderful weekend.